Right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Scott Traders Hub, and today is we are handling episode 23. Welcome to episode 23. We are almost making a month on YouTube, so yeah, we keep with me here. Let's grow this community together, and it's as usual. I'm Dan. You can call me Dank Scott, or you can call me Dan, whichever is easier for you. This is Dank Scott Traders Hub. As usual, we start with analyzing Crash 500. Welcome Gabster, welcome Felix, welcome Julia. You're welcome. Let's now get into Crash 500. The rest of the guys will find us on the chart already. Already analyzing. So Crash 500. Let's look at what happened. So yesterday we were here. This from here to here, that was the whole of yesterday. So that's what we're going to look at. So yesterday, those who remember, we had anticipated a pullback here, then we can make our entries. But price first went up there, then later on came down. It activated. I had put my buy limits on that level there. It came and activated my buy limits here. Let me show you there. Those were the two buy limits. And of course, there's an early entry I had made, and I closed it out here. After seeing what was happening, the pullback. So I closed all that yesterday, and I don't know what happened. I didn't continue to monitor it. I had put my profits all the way up there. They missed my stop loss around that level there. My take profits. So it missed my take profit and came down and took my SLs in profit there. So that's how I missed out on big money that was up there. So for now, we can clearly see that according to M15, we have gone back to the trend line, or the support level down below there. So now I can easily delete this. I hope I'm audible, and I hope you guys can hear me properly. So that's where we are. I can remove history. This is H1 now. Delete that. Now we are back to support level there. That's the support level there that we have, all the way from that level down below there. So that's where we are currently. Like I told you guys, that we are in an expanding descending triangle. You can call it that. If I do that now, that will give us another glimpse of what happened there. So you would want to do something like that. According to H4, you can see that's what's happening. Every almost a move takes 4 hours. Those big moves, those big momentum candles, they are taking 4 hours to move away from the upper resistance level to the down support level or trend line. So what do? It is still consolidating, but remember, this is descending and it is on the support. So if it is descending, in the long run, we know we will sell. In the long run, we know we will sell. And most of the times when it breaks out, it will break out and give us this. It may give us that exactly, or give us this to come to this level here, to come to this level here. So that may be the what? That may be our level there to look at. So until it breaks out, we will keep playing with it in this very pattern that it has created, the structure that it is giving us, so we can keep buying and selling it whichever we want. So whenever it gives us confirmation for the buys, then we will enter our buys, and on M5 we are almost starting the buys, so we wait for M15 to confirm, then we can make our entries for buys. Most of the times you want to buy when price is above, like here, when price is above our 10 MA, that's when you want to make your entry for the buy. That's what I always look for in the asset. I hope that is clear. There. Now let's head over to Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, let me update the name here. Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, how many made this money? This was a clean entry, a clear entry. Now let me explain something here that I didn't explain, that I missed actually when we were on the trade. So yesterday I was anticipating this pullback there, but then after the meeting, after the session, I realized that it had already given it to me here. This was the first time hitting that level, then there, and on the resistance level I clearly saw my neckline there and waited for an entry. And I actually, after entering this asset, I shared it on the group. You can see that is breakout, retest candle, entry. Look at that. So I hope you guys made this money. Let me see how many made this money in the comment section. This was a clean money on Boom 1000, just like how you see just like how you see the history showing you all this from all the way there to down on this very support level. So that was our money there. And TP, all the TP levels were clearly hit. We had 3 TP levels. We had 3 TP levels. We had the first one here, we had the second one, here, and then of course the last one on this very order block, or call it the support. So that's where we had our third TP level. So how many made this money? Let me see. Welcome Desmond, welcome Levy. Yeah, okay, I'll be waiting for your comment. If any of you actually made an entry on Boom 1000, I'll be waiting for that. So now today, what's happening? So delete that. We've already seen. So it has already served its purpose. Now we need to have it again. So now let's head over to daily. Daily. Okay. H4. So according to H4, we are consolidating. According to H4, we are in we are consolidating, but we are likely to sell according to what I see here. According to price action, we have a high there. This is a higher high there. It came here, broke structure here, broke the previous low, which was this is a low. This is a low that gave us that high. So we currently broke that, and we made a new low here, which is now a lower low. This was a higher low there. Now this is a lower low, and now we've started to create. It gave me a lower high there, and now clearly here we are looking at getting a new lower low, but it can only give me the new lower low when it breaks this level here. Now if it breaks this level here, it means it has shifted from consolidating or from ranging. Then that means it will give me a lower low. So all I do is I will wait for a breakout around that area and then make my entries. That's what I would do. Now if I do that, as I'm waiting, the reason why we are anticipating for a new lower low is because you can clearly see that this lower high, price tried to come and break it. It failed. This previous lower high, this one here failed. This price movement failed to break that. So currently it is consolidating, trying to get momentum either to break that level and head over here, because that's what our first plan is. That's our first analysis. We are looking at grabbing liquidity on this level. We already grabbed it, but then there's another liquidity up there. So we are looking at grabbing liquidity on that weekly OB before we can continue to sell, because according to weekly we are supposed to be buying actually. So this was a retest here, this was a retest here. Why are we buying? No, this is daily. According to daily we should be buying, so according to weekly we should be also buying, but we are looking for sales. Those who remember, we are looking for sales to come back to this break of structure, or the breaker broke there. That's where we are looking for sales to mitigate liquidity on that OB and to give us that retest after breakout. This was the breakout there, this is a breakout there. So, and why we are looking for this as a retest is because this level is in discount. You don't want to enter buys when you're not in discount. I think you guys saw what happened yesterday when I made a mess before I could use the fib to understand if we are in premium or not, and a crash 500 took some of my money. So for now we have to go into lower time frame. Let's delete this. For now we can go to lower time frame, delete whatever that is not necessary, and then head over to H1, look at the structure, and according to H1, using the previous, looking at the previous candles, I have something like that, and something, this is and something like that. So that's what I have according to H1, and clearly this is a falling wedge. This is a falling wedge. We know what that means. We know that I will be looking for this kind of move when price breaks out. when price breaks out. So we are likely to go back to that level, this order block here. We are likely to go back to that level. So what do we do? We head over to M15 and now use our so we now head over to M15 and look at when price will come. So for now, this is a no-go. This is a no-go. So there's going to be a pullback on M15. Once the pullback is completed, you can either go in for the buys, but remember these buys are going to be short-lived, because you're looking at this move, only that. So the best option is to wait for the breakout on this other side of the trend. But remember, most of the times I told you always anticipate manipulation. So you may see something like that, a fake breakout there, then later on it comes back inside and continues to break the other side. So always be aware of such thing. Don't say, now I've seen a breakout here and it is perfect, it has crossed outside, so I believe it's going to continue selling. No, please, no. This is a falling wedge. It has to respect the structure, so it has to go into the buys. So whatever it gives you down below, you just wait for whatever will happen here. That's how most of the guys lose money, because of the manipulation that happens and they don't anticipate it. So that's for Boom 1000 for now. We will wait for that. I'm not going to make any trades here for now. I'm not going to make any trades here. We'll wait until the perfect entry is presented. Now Boom 500, talked a lot on that. Let's head over to Boom 500. Boom 500. Now Boom 500, you guys remember we had what? We had this. This is actually a what? Pullback. Yes, it's still going for this move. I told you if I don't see any retracement where I want, I will not enter it. So currently you can see it is still going for this very move. Why? Because that's the move that brought us into consolidation. So it is still selling, but with low momentum. You can see that. So what I wanted first was that pullback there for me to continue selling it, but it never gave it to me. So it was a no-go for me. I had left it alone. The only way I would have entered it is on H1, but I wasn't online to anticipate to see that pullback here. So I lost that trade just like that. So right now we have come to oversold on H4. It means I'm going to anticipate a pullback, then one can make a clean entry either here, or it may not give it to us. You just wait for another pullback there. So that would be some trade that we can anticipate. Why? Because just below here on CCI, it has given us that we should be anticipating for buys, because we have reached oversold. But I want to confirm with price action, so I will go just to zoom it around, see why have we reacted from that level. Let me check that. So there's an order block there. That's the reason why we have reacted there. It's an H4 order block. It's an H4 order block. and where is it? It's here. That's the order block that has where price has reacted from retest here. This very candle here may be the retest, but we'll still wait for some bit more and see. We can head over to H1, see if we have a confirmation. Not yet. I don't have any way to enter that. HM15, not really. I don't have any way to enter that, so I will wait, because now according to M15 I'm seeing sales because of this, because of that on CCI, because of that on CC. All right, sorry about that. So on that, I'll be waiting for sales. I'm anticipating now sales according to M15. They're going to probably come back here, just like how I have my arrow there. We may come back all the way down below here, but why should I? Let me use my fib. This is the last row. I can just do this using the previous law, and then understand according to H1 where I should anticipate, the most looking at that. So price may come back to that level there. Price may come back to this level here for us to make our buy entries to take us all the way up there. So for now, it's a no-go for me until I see something coming back to this level. I don't normally use the alert, but I should put, I think, the alert there if price comes back to that level. Should put an alert. I've never seen it, I've never heard of this alert on MT5 actually come through, so it's going to be my first time to actually wait for the alert to be activated. So for now, I want to head over now to V10 1S. We'll wait for this on H1, I believe. We'll wait for this on H1. We are looking at price coming to that level. That's the pullback that we are waiting for. So I should actually do this. Yeah. You can delete that now. So I will be waiting for this, and then we make our entries there. So now V10 1S, V10 1S, V10 1S. We're at VT10 1S. Now that one, let's see. Yeah, we are in. It came there to activate my sales. It came there to activate my sales. Right now I'm in profits. I should actually bring my stop losses into profits around that level there. Now let's first, this is H1, I mean H4. Those who remember yesterday's analysis, someone may be wondering, why are we selling yet we are seeing sort of a falling wedge. I want to delete all these I think we made V10. Did I? No, yesterday we didn't trade V10. We didn't make any money on V10. Let me check history. Hey, yes, we did. We did. I was looking for the buys to take me up there, but it took me out on my SLs and profits there. So it took me out, went straight up to that. That's where I had my TP there, and that's where I had put even my sell limits. So immediately after reaching there, sell limits were activated. Currently we are in profits. Okay, so I don't know if anyone took that trade on V10 1S, but that's what is happening. I'm going to delete this first. I don't know what it is. Let's delete this also, and then have this clear. I don't know what this is, but I can just leave it for now. Get to understand it. So currently we are almost I should be able to move out of it. In fact, I'll put my TP there. So there's a possibility of it not exceeding that level. In fact, let me see. Yeah, should be able to close these. Let me close them, and I call it I just now wait for another entry. Now from where it is currently, I can no longer enter it. I will wait for it to continue consolidating for this long. It's going to keep consolidating for this long. Let me check. Probably in M15 I may get an entry. M15, yes, I will have an entry. M15, I will have an entry, but this is the only movement I'm looking for, not exceeding that, although we may see it even come to that level there. So remember, this is a falling wedge, so in the long run we are looking for the buys, but we are saying we want to see buys at least when it has reached 50% of this OB, and indeed it has reached it. Those who remember me telling you that it's going to keep consolidating until it reaches at least 50% of this, and now you guys now can understand that. Look at that. That is half of that OB, and that's where price currently is. If I can delete that and even delete that, you can clearly see that it has come to that 50% of that OB, meaning now we can anticipate a breakout. To take us even up there to that probably order block on H4 or this one. We still have many. Yeah, I can first go with that. I don't want to put a realistic target, so I will just go now. I will now wait for my confirmation on M15, and then make my entry to take me up, and probably this time even break, because we've just reached 50% of that fair value gap. So that's where I want to make my entry from after breakout there. Now we will leave it at M15 and wait. We'll come back to it before we finish today's session, because there's money to grab. There. So V75, there's V75 there. Now those who remember I entered this asset when you see, so that was the first move, took my profits there. Then later on it came, activated the sell, the buy limit there, and went ahead, activated even the ones that were below here. And currently we've been in floating losses for the past 1 day, 2 days anyway, including that. We've been in floating loss the whole of yesterday. We are floating in losses, and now I can remove history. You can see that it came back to that order block. That's a daily OB there. That's where it came back to, and that's an H4 OB there. We reacted from that level. So currently price is above my 10 MA. That is a good thing, but right now I can anticipate a sort of pullback before it can continue into buys. Let's look at H1. H1 actually it gave us that pullback, so we may not see the pullback, we may not see it again. H1 gave that to us. Now it may consolidate because it has low momentum. It may consolidate a bit more, and probably it will do something like that in consolidation. But if it does this, yes, this will be an ascending triangle, so it's going to consolidate within here. Then eventually we will see a breakout. This is going to be an ascending it's an ascending triangle, not it's going to be, it's an ascending triangle. So we'll be anticipating breakout on the buy or on the uptrend on the upper side of this triangle. So that's what we'll be anticipating. So until price comes down below here, I have no entry. Until price breaks out and retests on that trend line, I have no entry. So it's a no-go for now until I see a clear move that I can actually take advantage of. All right, so that is V75. Now we head over to V50. V50, we made money yesterday, I think. Yeah, since the other day, since Monday. Since Monday, we were in this trade, and it closed me out on my SLs that were in profits there, because my TP level was here, and the other one was on this other level here, on this other order block. So currently it is consolidating because it reached this OB on H1. Reached that OB on H1. That's where it reacted from. Now if it reacted from there, and we clearly see that it is still in the middle, that only tells us that we are going to see more of sales. It's going to be a continuation. It's going to be a continuation there. I want to delete these so that they may not distract us. Delete. We already anticipated, so if you don't know what we said about this asset, you can clearly go back to previous episodes. You look at how we've been following. So this is a clear descending triangle, and we know what that means because of what we can see according to our indicator down below. We are still selling. We are in the middle looking at H4. We are at the retest line there. So two things: to happen here. H4, H1 is looking for sells, and they are the ones that we may first go with. This move that brought us into consolidation is the one that I may first anticipate to bring me here, so that H1 may be oversold to bring us back there. Once we are oversold, H4 will be now finishing its retracement, and then we will continue to make buy entries. Why are we looking for buy entries? In the long run, at daily, we are looking for that pullback there to get to oversold. It's the same as H1. Whatever we are looking for on H1, it's the same as what we are looking for on daily. So anticipation, that liquidity, then head over back into buys. Why are we looking for buys in the long run? Weekly, we know that we broke structure there. So this was a retest. This was a retest back to the break of structure and even grab liquidity actually. So it had to come all back to the discount level. So that's why we are seeing that we have reached the discount and buys. We are looking for buys on H4 and weekly, but on daily we still have some more sells as it is consolidating to get enough momentum to push us into buys. That's what we are looking for. So heading back to H1, we will wait for such a move. Back here, and then when it gets back here, probably we will see now a buys. I want to show you how this is going to be systematically. Probably from here, from that level, we will see buys take us back there, then sells again on H4 to make us go all the way to this level on daily, and then from there we get into buys to push us all the way up for the new higher high or back to that resistance level there according to weekly there. I hope that is that is clear, and that was just an overview of what we may anticipate in the near future. For now, let's head over back to M15 and look at if we may have sells. Not really, we still we may because we are in a triangle there. So we may anticipate sales where we are. But do I want to enter it? Let me see. Is it worth the risk? Now, I will not enter it until it is until it is below 10 MA. So it's a no-go for me. It may first manipulate, come to that OB there, and then later on make the sell. That is according to M15. So it's a no-go for me. I will just leave it for now until it gives me probably this, or I see it on M15, or I see it on M15 being below 10 MA. That's when I can make my entries there. So that's V50 for us there. I just now want to move to another asset, which is jump 25. jump 25. So let me first change the name there. So jump 25, let's start from B1. So what are we looking for? We grab the liquidity there, and started to sell, but momentum is still on for buys. What do we have on weekly? Weekly we are buying. Daily we are buying. H4 we are selling. We broke structure there. We failed to break structure here, so this is the support level there. That is one, and we are looking for sales on H4. So where are the sales? Okay, sales are to bring us to this level here. Then we can head over to buys. We can go back into buys. Okay, so H1 is also showing sales, so it means it has to come back. We haven't this level here. Those who remember, I had anticipated the pullback there, then later on sell, but looking at M15 where I had done that, it came back to, actually it came to it. It sort of came to it, that level there, so it started to sell, but it is having low momentum. So what do? Go back to MH1, delete this, delete that, should I delete that? Yeah, I can delete it. Now if I have that, then I know that I have an order block here. The price is probably coming to, and once I know that I have that order block, it means I'm going to make my entries for sales on that very order block. Where exactly? If it gives me 50% there, if it gets to that 50%, then I can make my sell entries. And I'm not going to use this time sell limits. I will wait for it to confirm, then I will make my entries. I want to show you the confirmation of that sell from the rising wedge there, from the rising wedge that has been formed there. Yeah, that's what, that's a rising wedge there. So you want to anticipate this move here that brought us into consolidation to be the exact after reaching that level there, and you can see to immediately bring buys. So for now we wait for that. I'm not going to make any entries either on M15 or on H1. I will wait for that to be reached, that level there, then I start to sell from that very level. All right, so that was jump 25. Now lastly, jump 10, jump 10, jump 10, jump 10, jump 10. Let's do this. Jump 10, it's our last asset. So jump 10, I hope you guys made money here, because I shared this. I clearly shared that, and Let me see if it hit my TP. Yes, it went there, hit my TP level there. I expected another pullback to around that level to make another entry. It did give it to me. It actually continued to buy. So hope you guys took that and made that money. I kept on asking on the group. No one shared anything, so I thought probably no one took it. But if you did take this trade on jump 10, congrats. So today let's look at if we are going to actually make this money. Delete all. This is H1. Let's head over to H4 and look at H4. So H4 has clearly given us a double top there. It's a double top there. But now, according to day, what do we have? We have buys. So if we have buys on the daily, and this was a pullback after breakout, after successful breakout, it means the buys are still on. If the buys are still on, no longer need that. Never gave us a manipulation there, so we can delete it. Weekly, we are looking for a pullback there. So if we are looking for the pullback there to now enter sales, that now can change everything. So we head over to daily, look for our buys to take us up there to that or fair value gap or even the order block above there. Then head over to H4, look at that. So we're going to start with H4. So H4, if I put my my fib there, this can only mean that I may no. This was a breakout from this pattern, so I'm not anticipating it coming back. Yeah, it may actually come back to do that, just a liquidity sweep. Will come to do the liquidity sweep from that level there, and then it will give us just a long week to just show that it has not closed inside. That's something that can happen. And just because where we are looking at H4, seeing sales and going back to that level there, it's one of those that I normally quickly make my entries. I'll put that, and then we'll put my two entries there. I'll put my two entries. Although I was supposed to enter from M15. Let me go and check M15. Yeah, M15 is also showing sales, so that's a confirmation for me to make my entries for sales, and I'll be looking for TP around that area there, around that area. It may come to this area. It may come to even this area, but I want to first go with this and see what will happen, because that's the one that makes sense if we are talking of discount. So I will stick to that. I can delete this now and wait for price to do its thing. If it goes up there, then it will take me out. According to daily, we are buying, but we are still looking for momentum on H4. So that's why such a pullback to grab liquidity here may be necessary. So that's why I've entered a sale, and I've gotten a confirmation on M15. M15. But for you guys, if you haven't entered, you want to wait for a breakout there, as the neckline. So you want to wait for something like the breakout there and then make your entries there. Alright, so that is boom, that was jump 10. Now we can now head over to the recap. Remember, as I head over to the recap, every Tuesday and Friday we do BTC analysis. Those who missed yesterday's analysis, you can always go back to the channel and you check it out. It's there. It is there to make which is there for you to understand and grab. Well, actually we even made money yesterday because we anticipate bull run has started. So if you want more details, you can head over to the channel and look for yesterday's episode. It should be episode 9 that we had yesterday for BTC analysis. So coming back to our recap crash. We said we will wait for it to come down below, but now it has come to where we want. Remember, we are looking for buys. So if we are looking for buys, but we said we may first anticipate sales to take us just there where that candle is. Those who remember, to take us just there where that candle is, and then head over to buys. But for now, we can see the consolidation still going on according to H4 and H1. And looking at M15, we are now oversold. So what we anticipated that it has reached that level, and it's a clear entry for buys. Why do I say it's a clear entry for buys? Price has come back again to the support level. So most of the times I make my entries like that. Once I see something like that. But those who remember, I told you sometimes it can give you that manipulation before it continues to buy. So if it has reached a level to give us a manipulation, you will incur some big floating losses till this level here. But if it's not the right time, then M15 is confirming the buys. Why? It has come back to support 2 times, and that can only mean buys. So that's why I'll put my tight TP there, I mean stop loss there, and then I'll be looking for my profits around that level there, and that is around 1 to 3. Yes, that's around 1 to 3 there. I'll be looking for that. For now, I want to head over now to boom 500. Now boom 500, as we anticipated, we are looking for this move to bring us back here, and now price is below our 10 MA. Anyone can make an entry for the sell, but you want to take your profit around that area there. You want to take your profit around that area. Once you reach that area, you want to start to look for buys. So that's what we'll be looking at when we reach that area there. So I'll be looking for that. For now, I've made my entry there. If it comes back here to take me out, let me see. So this is a 1 to 2. It's a 1 to 2. That's the minimum I can go with according to my risk to reward ratio. V10, it's a no-go. We want to make your entries when price reaches that level and breaks it. This is M15. V75, price has started to break out on our ascending triangle. It has started to break out on our ascending triangle. So once it breaks out and retests, you guys have an entry. Those who remember what I told you, you guys will have an entry. Me, I'll be coming from my floating losses into profits. And as of now, entries on this level are starting to get some profits. The ones here are still in floating losses. Volatility 50, volatility 50. We are looking at selling, going back to M15. You are looking for that manipulation there. So until it gets back there, you have no entry for sales. Yes, around it is on the trend line there, but looking at M15, there's still some more momentum to buy. So I'm not ready to enter my sales here until price is below 10 MA. So I won't make any entries, although I see that it has touched the resistance trend line there. So it's a no-go for me. I'll just leave it for now. This is consolidating. We will be waiting for price to reach that level and then enter our sales. These will be risk-free sales, and jump 25. It's a money giver. It's like boom 1,000, but also it is a money taker if you are wrong. So you want to be patient enough to wait for a clean entry, the one that will give you the reward. Okay, so right here I've entered my on jump 10. I've entered my sales. Why? Because of that level there on H4, and of course I confirmed that with M15 being a sell, so that's why I'm in a sell. But I've said you guys can wait for the breakout here to make your entries. So don't do what I've just done here, just wait for this. I don't want to risk your money. I know how I know my risk management strategy, so that's why I can be able to enter this kind of asset and be knowing how to manage my risks. But for you guys, I don't know what your risk management is, so that's why I'm saying you can only wait and make your entries here. That's when you have a risk-free, a minimized risk when you enter from this level here. All right, that has been today's episode. Hope you guys had a great time, and hope you guys will make money today. And just a reminder, as usual, this is what is happening. We are approaching November. Today is 29th. Is it 29th? 30th, sorry. Today is 30th. We have 1 day to go to close the month. Which, do we have 1 day? Yeah, I think we have 1 day. We have 1 day to close the month. So registration is ongoing. Those who want to register for the mentorship class, you can go. These 3 friends and 3 family members, 3 friends have a 10% discount to do what? To register and access the mentorship class. It's what is going to in this very week. So we are waiting. I'll be waiting for your those who are ready to register. But for now, I want to wish you guys a good day and happy trading. See you tomorrow, same time, 10:30 East African time. Let me wish you guys a good day and happy trading.